Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Total War Warhammer 2, Episode 3, with me Veriax, and the advisor here who has just popped up and said all this. Basically, we have completed this mission by capturing, or got two more settlements, so, we got 4 grand for that, basically. There were some more bonus objectives we could have done in that time, possibly this was one of them, but I'll settle for that. And now we've got another one. Occupy, loot, raise, or sack 6 different settlements. Even the worst emperors in history, and to our shame there have been many, could claim to have more than one province under their rule. To truly bring the empire back to greatness, the throne must exert its power to provinces further afield. Basically, capture more stuff. That's the plan. During the turn of the enemies, not a lot happened. A little movement down here, not too much. We got a non-aggression pack with Nordland, who's up here. And they're actually at war with Marienburg. And if I make friends with Nordland, just thinking a bit meta here, just thinking, you know, just kind of thinking, Marienburg do not like Nordland, and they don't like Bretonia. So if I see, they don't like me at all. And if I you know, make friends with these guys, then Marienburg can like me even less, and I'll have even more justification to attack them, basically. Because look how much money this place is making. 1,200, as opposed to like this. Of course, I could upgrade this at some point, but even so, you know, it's just a lot. It's a lot. Alright. We do not have mission to go across here yet. But maybe this turn,
good to see fellow sons of the Empire
Boris is going to come round now.
We cannot.
You can, surely. Surely, Boris. Surely you can, if you really wanted to. So, I mean, he's really friendly. You know, we're getting better with him, but still not enough to create a military, do that. But I just realized we don't actually have to move across here. We can just hop out.
I command here.
And do this mission by teleporting there, which is a little... it takes you out the game a little bit, like, how? Why? I don't know, but it's not cheating. So, we're going to play this quest. We're going to play this, this mission. So, the Battle of Woodpine Woods. Those that would break away from the rule of the Emperor are nothing but tenacious. They have sent a request for assistance to their allies in the north, and this appeal has been answered with covert detachments of men. Our spies have revealed the massing of a military force in the Bloodpine Woods. Take the fight to them before they grow into an army. So we will get a wizard, and we will get the Sword of Striking for a +4 to charging and a +2 to attacking, generally. So the charge bonus is, it adds that into your weapon strength and your attack bonus, I think, as you enter combat. So it's like a buff when you first go into combat, if you're moving forward towards the enemy, that is. The enemy forces is this, reinforcements expected, a lot of artillery, but we're going to ambush them. So their artillery will count for nothing. Let's do this. It would cost me 500 gold, I think, to do. But yeah, we're gonna do this. So, an ambush. Yeah, now we can look at this. So the enemy failed to spot your ambush. Attack now, and the element of surprise will give you the upper hand. So, we can deploy in all this yellow bit, they can deploy in this red bit. So we have the upper hand there. So we basically need to crush these guys as soon as possible, and then prepare for their reinforcements. Now, this is a relatively small army I'm doing this with. I mean, we will be fine, I'm sure. We'll be fine. And then we're going to sort of like... Well, I'm going to concentrate on this first before then. You know, the reason I'm doing this first before I level anything up is because this will get me a bit more gold and may alter the way that I think about things. So I'm just going to do this now. And then we can look about consolidating and upgrading stuff. But be quiet, because Carl is about to make a grand speech, and what a mighty speech it will be. Carl, you're up.
Come, men. It seems Todbringer sends his midden wolves across the Reich to test our mettle. He seems to think that since my father's death, Reichland is weak, and we cower under our beds waiting for these Ulrich worshippers to save us from our woes. I say we Reichlanders are more than capable of defending ourselves. I say we show Todbringer's mongrels that Reichlander blood flows through our veins. We face the trespassers deep in the blood pines. Keep your wits, lads, for there is more than Ulrich's dogs in there. My father had to send the Reichsguard in to purge these woods of forest goblin filth more than once during his reign. Yet that is not what we face today. No! Today we send the Elector Count of Middenland a message that it is the House of Franz that protects the borders of Reichland!
Go on, lad. Alright. So, the enemy are all along here. So they've got their artillery at the back. Then they've got their missile units, spearmen, and swordsmen, and then the general of the Empire at the front. So we have a massive advantage coming into this fight. So we're going to put our Free Company militia, stop them running away, put them there. We'll put our crossbowmen there, again stop them running away. Handgunners go here, don't run away. And then basically just a huge block of infantry. There. I'm going to group them up. Kaal is going to go up here. And then we'll have the Reichsguard at the back here. And I think that's everyone, isn't it? And we're going to start the battle. And as unrealistic as it is that we managed to get this close with no cover, I could understand us coming out the trees, but wandering across here to them and them not noticing. Still, it's fine. Let's go. Everyone move forward. Kaal. Out of him. Yeah, and they're just going to shoot in as well. Whichever way they go, they're going to get shot by stuff and killed by stuff. Alright, go on, Kaal. Don't let me down this time, okay, dude? You're off to a good start. Alright, so you shoot them in the back. You charge in here. As long as we stop their artillery shooting, Mr. Reichsguard, sir, we'll be fine. So he's already broken off, so you shoot him. I'll get in the back of them. Break him off. Now! People are coming! They're over there. We just have to make sure that we've killed as many of these as possible, but they're not going to come back to haunt us. Right, they've all broken off. Good, right, we can... right, they're broken off. Right, you go there. Free Company Militia. Line up there. Yeah, so we've completely broken this army. Fantastic. Infantry, go there. You guys move out there. Kaal, hop over there. Reichsguard, go on the flank there. You guys go there. Alright. And now we're ready to face this new challenge. They have Pistoliers, something that I want relatively soon, because they're fast and they're annoying to enemies. But we can just shoot them, because they've charged straight at us. So that's what we'll do. Well done, Free Company. That's a good job. Yeah, that's... So they're quite delicate, Pistoliers. You don't want to do what the enemy just did there, basically. That's generally a bad idea. Yeah, you shoot at some enemies that are actually going to attack us. Yeah, so if you guys just line up there. Oh god, no. Come back. That's why guard mode is nice. So you put them on guard mode, they won't pursue enemies. Alright, turn around and shoot them. Swordsman in there. Pew. Get in there. Shoot up there. Kaal. Another enemy for you. Pop that so he gets there quicker. Yeah, we're doing good. Oh yeah, right, guard. They're only swordsmen, so they have no charged defense against large like these spearmen might. Halberdiers. Yeah, we're just gonna pile in wave after wave of Empire infantry. Yeah, I'll get him. Just furiously click him. Make sure he attacks him. Free Company, just go like that, and then you can shoot them in the back. You guys just chill out, because we're good. We got this. This battle is won. I have played it a couple of times, though, you know. Just have to break this guy now. Who's pummeling my poor halberdiers and swordsmen here. Go on, Carl. Get him, Carl. Carl, what are you doing? Where are you going, Carl? He's over here. Carl, focus, dude. Focus. He's alright. He gets hit on the head a lot. Dude, that was a little bit of friendly fire there. It's okay. Everything's fine. There we go. We're sorted. Now, we don't have to worry about wiping these guys out because this battle is a one-off. It's an event that will just clear itself once we're done. And we'll magically transport to Isleheart. How does that work? Anyway. So we lost 44 guys there. I mean, that was pretty good. That was pretty well. But I mean, that's one of those battles that I've played over and over and over again. So I can't really claim that I'm an elite player for that. It's just something that I've done a lot of. So yay! All right, so we'll get the same thing at the end. We'll get to either replenish casualties or take loot. Quest complete. So we get almost 1,000 gold. Sweet. We also get another rank. Awesome. Right, so let's see. So we can get another 600, but it reduces our casualty regeneration, leadership, or we can completely, almost, restore our army. But I'm not too fussed about that because all of the immediate threats are now quelled. So I am going to take the money.
Let's go. Girl calls to me.
We got another follower, another hunter. And look who it is. Okay, we also got a valet. Responsible for the grooming, wardrobe, and presentation of their charges, a valet is an indispensable for those style-conscious nobles. Which Carl obviously is. So our magic item drop chance is 8%. So after every battle, there's a random chance that a magic item can drop. And now we've just upped it by 8%. Good, we've got that. So we've recruited a wizard. And the Sword of Striking is now ours. That. Found in the hands of a Long-Dead Guardian, this sword guides its user, making them a much better fighter. So I could put this on the wizard, but I'm not going to, because wizards should be in combat anyway. So if I'm going to give the wizard a weapon, it will be a defensive one that increases melee defense and stuff like that. Anyway, look everyone, we've got
the Amber Order.
An Amber Wizard. If you would like to be this Amber Wizard, I can rename him. Just drop me a comment saying, I would like to be the Amber Wizard, please, sir. Yeah, use the word sir. I like that. And then with, you know, I could use your YouTube handle to recognize you by, or whatever you like, really. As long as you can recognize it as you. So this dude is, well, as we can see, he's a wizard. That's nice. So we could give him, we'll give him a hunter. So, but we don't have anything else, really. I mean, we've got the Sword of Striking, but he doesn't want that, and we've got nothing else to really give him. We can give him the Potion of Speed to get away from things. That might be an idea, to be honest with you. I'll keep it on Cal for now, though. Alright, and this guy is fleet-footed. So, speed 15% and attribute Strider. Now, Strider means that he can move through rough terrain, like trees and stuff, without losing any movement. So if I was to put him on a horse, for example, that trees wouldn't affect him. He wouldn't suffer the movement bonus from moving trees on a horse. So that's good. I could not notice. Seem to really have any spells. He'll probably have this one, and then we can upgrade it and stuff. It should actually say here as well. Yeah. So he's got this spell, so we can cast this on an ally, and it will do 25% weapon damage and 30 armor. So it's like an offensive and defensive spell, which is nice. Spellcaster unleashes the beast within, using its fury to transform allies into bestial forms. So this wizard, whatever his name is, we're going to join Carl's army. Now, just a minute. Can he reach there? He can't. But if we move here,
Bring me to my men.
then the wizard could join. But I'd rather go into here
My orders are
to increase our regen rate, if you like. and he can join next turn. Now this doesn't count as trespassing because it's not an army. This is just a dude on the road by himself. So trespassing only counts for armies, and that makes sense. Oh no, you can get there. Brilliant. So now we have a wizard. Pretty awesome, isn't it? And now we've got 8 grand. We're making 1,200 a turn. Now 1,200 a turn isn't a lot, but we're on turn 6. So we have to make a decision now. Whether to upgrade Altaf. So if we upgrade Altaf, we can get access to stuff like mortars and warrior priests, and possibly this, the wizard tower, even though the tier 4 one is a lot better. This is a unique building. It's a landmark, so it's a unique building. So Altaf can have 3 unique buildings, so it's a really special city. So I'm going to hold off for that one, the Altaf Conclave of Battle Wizards, because this is just a better building than this one. Because when it's ranked up rank +4, this one is rank +7. So, you know, it's just a better building in general. But we could make, you know, all this kind of stuff here, like well, mortars and warrior priests and stuff. So I am actually going to wait, because in 3 turns we can upgrade Altdorf. Now we could, I was thinking about it actually, we could upgrade Grunberg, or we could upgrade Eilhart, or we could indeed wait and try and upgrade Helmgart. So that. Do I wait and upgrade Altdorf and then get mortars and stuff earlier? Or do I upgrade one of these two and then I can, you know, make them more protected by giving them guard houses and stuff like that? It's a tough choice. It really is. But I think I'm going to wait. I am. I'm going to wait 3 turns, upgrade this, and then in like 4... And then in 7 turns, we can get mortars and we can get warrior priests and stuff like that. So we're going to get those higher tier units as early as possible, really. It's not as early as possible because I could get them like here and stuff as well. But anyway, that's what I want to get. That's what I want to get. So we're going to wait. We're not going to build anything.
Yes.
We're not going to hire any units because there's nothing new to hire anyway. We are going to level Franz up. Sorry, Carl. We're on first term. First name terms, really are. And we're going to get Irrepressible. It is said that Sigmar would bear a mortal wound and carry on fighting. His champion follows the hallowed warrior god. So casualty replenishment rate is plus 30% for lords. So all characters heal quicker with my army. And wound recovery time -1. So this means that if Carl, God forbid, or Sigmar forbid, was to be killed, he will come back in, say, I think it's 4 turns. With this, he will come back in 3 turns. So we'll get him back quicker. We're getting that because, as you know, we're going to go for Lightning Strike. Because Carl, he likes, you know, a big charge bonus and stuff. He likes charging in there and everything. So maybe a bit hot-headed and stuff, but that's cool. That's fine. And so, you know, he can... It kind of fits. It kind of fits for him. So we're going to wait. Okay, let's not do any of these. No. So we're gonna go into a little bit of a lull, I suppose, as we kind of wait for Altdorf to develop for a couple of turns. Still wondering if that's the right choice, you know, but I'm gonna go with it. In the meantime, we can watch these guys run around and stuff. So Heinrich's gonna go back into his Blackstone post. Well, is it Lycons there? That means that there's a specific building there, which could be of use to 1 or more races. So you see that, well, Altdorf has a little one of them as well. As does Karabberg there. So that they're unique. Oh, hello. I see how it is. They're unique. They're unique. Unique buildings in those locations that can affect certain races. Okay, so Wizenland's going down because Wizenland is infested with orcs, and maybe that's something we should look into as well. Because if we attack the orcs that's infesting Wizenland and try and, you know, and beat them, then maybe Nuln, we'll get Nuln there, and that building in Nuln, as I've mentioned before, creates better artillery, like throughout the Empire, and I like artillery. I'm not gonna lie, I am a big advocate of artillery. Freaking love artillery. So if we're looking here, we'll see that. So I think they've just taken this, like just now. Maybe not, but the skull takers are down here. in wherever the hell this is. I don't know how to say that. Fieldorf, possibly something like that. That's about there. So we could declare war on those guys if we could reach them, but we can't even do that. Maybe I can do it like this way. No, because they're undiscovered. Oh, maybe, let's see. See, they don't like me enough. They like me because, you know, we've got a common goal. We're the same race. So, you know, we have a lot in common, basically. But we're not actually helping each other right now. As I said, this is the major thing. Skarsnik is a git. He's a proper git. And Crooked Moon assassins and stuff, if they're able to level up, can just take out your characters without you even engaging in combat with them. They can just assassinate you, and oh, you have that high level wizard. Well, he's gone. You know, at least for a couple of turns. So kind of annoying. We're going to move to Helmgart.
Sigmar compels us onward. Bring me to my men.
Got 10 grand, so we've got a lot of money. We're sort of like building, pooling our resources. I'm going in here again thinking there might be something different, but there won't. 2 turns, and then we get another point in there, and we can upgrade that. And then we can also upgrade like the harbour and stuff as well to unlock technologies. But I am, yeah, let's get that. Let's get that, and let's get this. So the Raley Field will let us get crossbowmen, spearmen with shields, and halberdiers. And they're really sort of nice mid-tier troops, if you like. Especially the crossbowmen. So at least I got that. We've also got some research available. Because we built the blacksmith, finally. So we can now have a choice between 3 things to research. One of them is state-issued infantry armor. State troops are often issued with armor plate to ensure unit cohesion and a modest level of protection. Plus 10 armor is pretty good. We're going to get that. It's going to take 10 turns to get that. We could get plus 10% weapon strength. However, I don't really rate that too much because the average sort of weapon strength for spears and swords and stuff like that is about 30. So it takes it from like 30 to 33, 31 to 35. Is it really going to make that much of a big difference? Yeah, it's nice, but eh. And here we have a plus 10 armor for pistoliers and outrider units. But we don't have any of those yet, although, you know what? I may well buy some because this is done as well. So we can get some pistoliers and we can get some crossbowmen and some better spearmen. I'm going to leave this guy here because he has at least ranked up, but I don't really rate spearmen without shields. I much prefer them with because their melee defense is their strength, if you like. That's their big thing, and it's higher on the ones with spears, with shields. They're also better at, you know, mitigating missile fire and stuff like that. Although they do cost more, and cost more to maintain as well. But even so, I do prefer them, and they are a staple in most of my armies. So we're probably going to leave that. See, I could upgrade these to villages rather than hamlets. I think we're going to be okay though. Let's have a look around and see if there's anyone else like we can have a chat to. Defensive alliance with you, I don't particularly want, but you know, a nice greeting. I appreciate that. Inland military access. I think I've already done this turn. Oh, he wants to join war against the Skull Takers. That's actually kind of handy. I will do that.
Affirmative.
Because that means that Wizenland will like me more. And the Skull Takers only have 1 minor settlement, so hopefully they're not very strong. And, you know, we can just use that to our advantage. Military access?
I don't agree.
He doesn't really like that idea at all. I don't know why. Okay. We can't actually reach Nordland, even though we've got an alliance with them. Well, a pact, at least. And I like how he walked in here, you know, this foreign trespasser. You see this? Look at this. Felix von Kludberg of Midland has been found trespassing near the region of Altaf. Be wary of their intention. Yes. What? So you can walk on my land, but I can't walk on yours. I think what he's doing now is he's going down here to fight those guys. And that's all good, because the more they get fought, the more other people are fighting them, the less I will have to fight them, basically. By the way, Lon, I'm fighting your okay, I think that'll happen next time. Alright, let's I don't want to upgrade them, we're just gonna end the turn. Now eventually, again, more meta here, but it's going to happen because I play the game a lot. Scarsick's going to move out of there. He's going to go and attack the dwarves who are in that particular mountain range. And when he does, I want to be ready to swoop in there and take Karag Azkaraz and pretty much raise it. Because I don't want that place. It's in the mountains. It's a bit icky. It's a bit, it's a bit rocky and stuff. And we can't grow crops there very easily. So, because you notice it has like a amber ring rather than a green one. That's because this is unpleasant climate. So you saw a bunch of red there. That's just like you have these penalties if you inhabit this land. At this stage in the game, I don't want to deal with all that right now. So I'm just going to just hold off on going to the mountains and things like that. We've got lots and lots of low-lying farmland here that we want to conquer anyway. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to raise it, and hopefully that will mean that Skarsnik has no home territory, which will then mean he will start taking attrition on all of his armies. And, well, at the start of the game, Skarsnik's quite weak because all he has is like goblins, and goblins are one of the weakest units in the game. There's a lot of weak units in the game, peasant mobs and such, zombies. But yeah, we should be able to crush a goblin army quite easily if they decide to come back. Alright, so regimes cannot be maintained without a strict discipline. So depending on what happens in the game and the situations you put your characters in, they will gain traits. And one of the traits that Karl Franz just got is strict. He has spent multiple turns in a settlement with low public order. And because he's been bashing heads and, ruling on rebellions and stuff like that, and it basically just like being strict to people, he now has public order bonus wherever he is, which is good. We've also got a random mission. Defeat the force belonging to any of the following enemies of Wizardland, the Skull Takers. I got 17 turns to attack and beat the Skull Takers in any sort of combat. If we strike a blow against the enemy of our potential allies in battle, they will be more open to our requests. Do this, break the allies' foe, and they will see the Emperor as a force for good. And that will give us plus 10 relations to Wizardland and a bit of money as well. So von Karstein over here is attacked Avaland. So Avaland and these guys are basically our buffer between the vampires and us. I want to keep them in place for as long as possible by, just not having them die. And hopefully you guys won't. Hopefully you guys will be fine. Right? They'll be fine. Absolutely. One turn. Suddenly it's all looking dandy. We're going to get two units of Pistoliers now. I'm still wondering about whether I should be upgrading these instead, but there's one more turn. Stay on your course. And then we can start upgrading Eilhart and Grunberg and Helmgart. But I'm going to stay here because it's nice and close to here, so I can keep an eye on Skarsnik and what he's doing. The goblins. Pfah! They do have silver shields though, because they're so little that their shields will block 50% of all small arms fire, because they cover most of their bodies, as opposed to like a spearman. I don't have any shielded units to show you, but yeah, these guys, they only have like a bronze shield because it's 30%, because it basically covers less of their body. So I like that little touch. So don't shoot at goblins, they're quite hardy little buggers. Alright, this will be done in one turn, then I shall finish my army, go up here and batter him. That's the plan. That is the plan. Because Skarsnik doesn't like us.
What's your message?
Doesn't like us. Well, we could try and get a non-aggression pact, but yeah, he's at war with Caragnon. He's at war with the Crooked Moongits and the dwarves basically, and those guys. But I think those guys are actually inhabiting his homeland. But we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so I'm going to ignore that for now and concentrate on up here. I could maybe move and then... Yeah, you know what? I will. Oops. I'm going to move here. Like... About there.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Oh no! Oh damn it! I've screwed up. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Right, never mind. So I was going to go into encamp, but I need to be like minus 50%, and I've moved 49. God damn it! So I'm going to go back here. So that was. It would just be a little bonus to move there a bit closer. We can still do this.
Yes,
All right.
to unite the provinces.
Stop faffing, Veriax.
Summon the Elector Counts.
All right. Next time I'm going to get 3 crossbowmen, and then we should be good. I like ranged units as well. I mean, because see, ranged units and artillery is, I see it as free damage. You know, the enemy's charging towards you. You shoot them, and you'd lose nothing apart from ammo doing that. So I'm a big advocate of using ranged units to win a battle, basically, and having a corps of infantry, not to win the battle, but just to stave the enemy off the things that are doing the damage to them. So that's why I like the Empire, because they can use that pretty well. And the dwarves are also good. But the thing is with the dwarves is they do that better, but that's all they can do pretty much. He's going back now. Okay. So that is what the dwarves played, whereas the Empire can field an entire army of cavalry if they wanted to. They could field an entire unit of flagellants and hard-hitting units, great swords and stuff like that, and just charge at the enemy. They could have no artillery at all if they wanted to, and that's why I like the Empire. They're so versatile and just a bit.
I will hear what you
Oh
have to say.
no. Well, Templehof, the undead, have ended their non-aggression pact with me. I'm surprised we had one. But they're also at war with the vampire counts, which is a good thing. Because the vampire counts will, I don't know what's going on here, kill them for us. But then become stronger by doing so. Templehof are kind of just like this random faction that are put there as a tool for the Vampire Counts campaign, basically. Vlad has to go and batter these guys. That's good. Alright, we've got a population surplus, so let's go and upgrade that. Good. Now I can move over here without moving more than 50%.
The Empire.
Go into encamp.
I see no other option.
Get you guys. You see, we could have been potentially here if I hadn't screwed up last turn, and look, he's gone. Might see a bit of a opportunity here, eh, Cal? Because what we could have said was, you know, oh look, they've taken that. Well, that's all right. Because what we could have said was, you know, we're here, camping here, to with the thought process of then moving down here to attack these guys. But then we see this orc, essentially capital, free, almost defenseless. I mean, it's got like a little red garrison, but not very much. So we get that instead, you know, and help our dwarves out, dwarf friends.
Aye. Let's hear what you have to say. We'll hear it before Oath Gold.
And the dwarves they're fine with us, they're, you know, non-aggression pact, but they will really like us if we attack the Crooked Wind. They're also at war with some of the Wood Elves, and the Wood Elves, quite frankly, are freaking annoying. I hate the Wood Elves. The Wood Elves are a bunch of poncy gits, and everything can be going fine here, and then it's like the Wood Elves have declared war on you. It's like, why? We're leaving you alone. You're supposed to be like insular, you know. So I don't get it. I don't get why they're like, oh no, we don't like you, even though we live across a mountain range and have nothing to do with you. You know, it's supposed to be like introverted and stuff, and yet they're all like in your face sometimes. Having said that, though, when they declare war, very little actually happens. They just declare war on you, and then you're like, okay, and then, but that's it, usually. But it's just the principle, you know. I like how Felix Brun Kludberg here ran away as soon as the Skull Smashers decided to advance outwards. Now the Skull Smashers are actually kind of difficult to deal with as well. A military alliance with you, I'm going to say no, sorry. I don't want to expand that way. I don't want to expand to the east. I want to expand north and south. Expanding to the east, expanding towards A, the Vampire Counts, and B, Chaos when it arrives, and I'd rather develop a really solid force here. And these guys are you know, these guys right here are our closest friends right now. So, we'll be friends with them. Be friends. Oh, hello, the Red Horn tribe. So these are beastmen. These are roving bands of, well, beastmen, goat people, basically. And they've probably noticed I have a couple of juicy targets because I haven't actually been upgrading any settlements apart from Altaf. Oops. So, random events can happen. This is one of them. Fertility rates at Grunberg. Charismatic Toothsayer has impassioned the locals in this province with his doctrine of vigorous procreation. While the population is sharply rising, an exhaustive workforce is not a productive one. So, growth plus 20, but income is less for all regions in this province, which is kind of a pain, but it's okay. Well, yeah, so suddenly these guys are annoying. So Nuln should like us a little bit more. Suddenly they're like, yeah, do you want a defensive alliance? I'm like, sure. Yeah, let's do that.
On it.
Because we're at war with the same thing. That's good. Military access, I think, makes sense. At least you have more sense than Boris. What about a military alliance? Okay, brilliant. So the only one left is the Confederation. Ask the other faction to join your Confederation. If you are strong enough, rank 32, and they accept your offer, their faction will be assimilated into your own. Their settlements will become yours, as may some of their armies. Be aware that depending on the balance of assets you acquire, your income may be adversely affected. Because if they have a bunch of, as we know, as we've established by now, the AI cheats. So if you confederate then, suddenly the AI can't cheat anymore, and they've got a bunch of armies they couldn't possibly be maintaining, and suddenly you're making minus 5,000 a turn. So that can happen. This has popped up. Yes. Because we have mutual enemies and stuff, we can ask those guys. Right. I've lost them now. Ooh, get back up there. Get them. Okay, well, stop again. We can ask them. Oh no. To attack an enemy. So let's ask these to attack that. So this gets back there now. Alright. We've got a full army. We're not making much money, but we have 5 grand in the bank.
I am France. They will obey.
See, if I was there, if I hadn't screwed up, I could declare war on them this turn. As it happens, I can't. I'm gonna move here, like just there, and just like be like, so now we can see Skarsnik's just there. I think they're gonna move out next turn towards this area, because if we highlight them, we can see they're at war with Carignan. So they're going to be attacking Carignan, hopefully. But we're also in a position here to attack Wissenberg and protect Gunberg if we need to. Now, because we've upgraded this, we can now feel free to upgrade other stuff. So I'm going to upgrade Gunberg because it has the best... It has grazing pastures, which is better than fields. So, hopefully, Boris...
Praise. It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
I can't ask him to attack that because neither of us are in a war with the beastmen. Even though they are indeed raiding you, Boris, maybe we should try and declare war on them.
The nation calls.
But the thing is with that is, I would have to declare war on the Red Horn tribe and then ask Boris to join me. And if he says no, I'm like, well, thanks, Boris. So, and then they're going to come down straight to Alhart. And I'd rather not lose Alhart, because then I'll lose my Council of Burgermeisters bonus. So, military access, by the way?
I will not obey.
69! Still not good enough, apparently. Still not good enough. We can ask him to attack the Skull Smashers as well, so let's do that. Let's have him attack there. Alright. Next turn, we may well attack them. We may well attack these. But we'll have to find out next time, because it is time to end the video. I'll Altaf will also upgrade soon. We'll get all this lovely stuff here, but we need money to do that, and so I need to attack some settlements and raise them and basically get some loot, which I'll do very shortly as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. We're set for some green skin action regardless, and yeah, we'll start upgrading our settlements in the next couple of turns. Make more money, more growth, more stuff. Full army, ready to assault Karak Azkaraz next time. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Toodaloo.